orientated here. Hope you are all well. I know it's a bit different me being live on a Tuesday with you all, just making sure all my technology is working live, but it does appear to be awesome, fantastic. Welcome to the May Christmas Stampathon 2025 challenge. So that's why I'm here on YouTube today. I am a few days late. The challenge went live on Sunday. I had team meeting. I was at work yesterday, so I thought, great, let's turn my normal live video into my Christmas Stampathon video. So our May challenge is about using cards of different sizes. Now, I normally just make a standard size card. Christmas cards, I do tend to do things a little bit differently. I should have grabbed down my Christmas box, but I didn't. I may grab it down when I flip around. My most different card size would be a slimline card. So I grabbed two out of my stash. So I've got a portrait and a landscape, but I'm not going to do that today. I was actually thinking of grabbing out our note cards and envelopes. Now, do we still have note cards and envelopes? I'm sure we do. Let me do a quick check. So I think I am the last of the Christmas Stampathon. Yes, we still do have note cards and envelopes. Phew. I am the last of the crew to share our projects. So we're having Shirley is on a lovely holiday, so I won't be sharing at the start of the month. She may share at the end of the month, and that's fine. I've realised I haven't even introduced myself. My name's Woodbridge, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. I love connecting with my customers here in Australia, and then the rest of my Stampy friends all around the world. So I've just explained this month's Christmas Stampathon using different size cards. But if you've never come across a Christmas Stampathon before, we have a group on Facebook called Christmas Stampathon 2025. We make Christmas cards all through the year. So at the end of the year, we are ready with hopefully majority of our Christmas cards ready to send off in the mail to our friends near and far. So that's what we're all about. This month's challenge is different sizes. We do have a number of different sized cards. We do have our mix and match cards. I'm having a look at the online store here, and we have our memories and more cards, which are different as well. I've got a bucket full of different size cards and envelopes, so I'll be showing you those. What I plan on using today is feathered friends, because I'm thinking these little feathered friends here remind me a lot of cardinals. So whilst we don't have cardinals here in Australia, I do think that would be really, really cute, and I do love this set. And I've only used one stamp in it, so it's time to break it out again and get moving. So I've showed you those cards. They can go off to the side. I do need to check colouring of cardinals. So I do have my iPad next to me. So we can, I know they're red, but I don't know what other colours. So we can work all this out together. So let me go back to the video. Oh, I have so many of you here. Hey Shaz, hey Ronnie, hey Deb, hey Sharon, Kerry, Ida. Oh, so lovely. Oh, you're looking forward to seeing the set, Ronnie. That's great. I have already done a live video using it. So after today's video, you can go back and have a look at what I did with the pair of parrots. Sorry, talking to the comments, not talking to you guys on the screen. Let's flip around and let's get working out what we're doing, having a look at different size cards and envelopes that I'm looking at working with, and we can go from there. Okay, great. You guys are all safe and sound there, which is wonderful. Hello, Bev. Hello, Margine. Hope you guys are doing well. I can report there is blue sky and sunshine. I know Bev's got a bit the same. We have really only had two eyes. I am back. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Yeah, we have really only had a couple of rain-free days recently. I'm pleased to say we did have a rain-free day on the weekend, which was just so lovely. And today it's rained this morning, but it's actually really nice to see some sunshine. Oh, nice, Kerry. Yeah, I've been definitely, Kerry and I are close geographically. Yeah, it's been really nice, although my washing is on the air inside the house because even though I haven't been out since earlier, I suspect it is still quite cool out there. Let me go grab the light and I shall be back. Okay. Oh, comments are coming in thick and fast. Love it, guys. Yes, I would love to. I would actually just love to send the rain to other places in Australia. But if I could send it around the world, Ronnie, I would definitely send it to you. Yes, Kerry. I had a team member who was going to come to the team meeting on Sunday, and she, Cardinal Bird, not Cardinal Bishop either, or Cardinal Priest, Cardinal Bird. We'll get a much better search. Yeah, she didn't come down because of the still having flooding and potholes and all of those kind of things. So she joined us via Zoom, which was lovely. So Shaz, we're waiting for your normal reporting. Please. We'll just let Shaz tell her what time it is. Images. I'm sure we've got different kinds of cardinals. Oh, that one isn't very red at all. So we are going mostly red with black. Okay. I was actually going to use early espresso. I think I can... Well, we've got yellow cardinals, blue cardinals, but we definitely want the traditional Christmas cardinal, which seems like to be the northern cardinal. Oh, very nice drawing there, I'm assuming that is. Oh, look at that, pretty in full flight. Oh, very nice. Okay, so I know where I'm going now. No sleep 3 a.m. Well, huge hugs. Oh, thank you, Bev. Feel famous being on your TV while you cook lunch. So now I know if I talk to you and you don't reply, you're busy having lunch. Feathered Fun. Oh, I didn't grab that while I was standing up. Don't worry, what fell isn't important and isn't breakable. So this is my box of cards and envelopes. Okay, so some of these may not be available, but they still live in the box. Good afternoon, Rosemary. Hello, Sharon. The lighter is the female, the reds are... So I have very old... These are narrow note cards and envelopes. I do have... These are the note cards and envelopes that I was after. So just to go through what we do have, so you know, these are Memories and More cards and envelopes. So these fit the 3x4 cards on this, and you get the envelopes to match. And then we have large Memories and More cards and envelopes, and these fit the 4x6, but I'm pretty sure they are sold now in assorted packs. So I have those always at the ready, make it very, very easy for quick cuts. So that's what I have in my little stash here. So always lovely. Now, could use small ones, but I said I was going to use note cards and envelopes. So this is something, oh, thank you, Judy. Oh, my pleasure. I love sharing and hanging out with you guys. So, let me grab a normal size card. Now, a normal size card for me is half an A4 sheet. So this is a card that I made a couple of weeks ago, but I blogged it and shared it on Facebook last night. That isn't the orientation I was after. So let's take two. Oh, this I'm pretty sure is also the wrong orientation as well. People have been through my cards, guys, and my cards that I've just made aren't at the front anymore. My team members, okay, so this one is right. So this is using the storybook paper. So you can see the size difference. So similar orientation, different cards. So this card base is half a piece of A4. So if you use 8.5 by 11, your card base will be half an A4. So whether you have a side folding portrait or you cut it lengthways and have a side folding landscape, you get two card bases out. So you can see how much smaller this note card is. So I just wanted to explain that first and foremost. And I do use our medium clear envelopes to protect my cards, because I keep them in this same box just so I can flick through, find what I want, share what I want, and they're easily accessible for people to look at. So I'm going, hey Anne, how are you? I am going to do this. Done. Wonderful. Okay, so our note cards and envelopes are pre-scored, which is wonderful. So I'm going to start with one and see how we go. So I definitely want to use our, if I can grab my bone folder here. It's not playing nicely. I'm going to use my trimmer. It's going to be very helpful. Sorry, bone folder in my mouth there. Okay, so I often use my trimmer to get things like this totally square. Okay, and then I can just score that edge and we're all good. So I definitely want our little cardinals to be sitting on something. The something that they're sitting on, I'm not sure yet. Something did just pop into my head. So I am going to pop our cardinals out. Now, on the front here, it shows that the cardinals have two images. They do, but they don't. We are going to be using both sides of this stamp because this is a reversible stamp. Oh my dear word. Okay, so I don't want to use a circle because Serene has already used circles for her card, so I never like to use the same. But I was thinking from the nested essentials, oh my dear word, is possibly using these shapes, or do I just stamp straight on and maybe use some blending? Oh, no problem. Oh, that's not good, Anne. I don't know. I'm just not sure. Do I want to keep these simple? Yes. But do I want to do something? Yes. Sometimes it's very hard to make decisions. So that would be pretty much right. Let me move these things out of the way. I do just want to check something here. I'm checking if a stamp set that I've got here with Christmas greetings is still in stock. And yes, it is. It is on our current last chance list. And this is greetings of the season. So I thought I could use that, or I could also use, I've got a little Christmas sentiment that says Merry Christmas in Humble Home, but I thought I would use this today. I'm actually thinking no to this. Okay, just thinking no, because I've got some branches here that can ground our cardinals. So I'm thinking maybe keep it a bit simple, use some blending, and then that way this is a really easily reproducible card. So you can see where my brain was going with this, but I also don't have dies for the cardinals. So it'd either be I stamp directly on this or I hand cut the cardinals. Today, I'm not hand cutting cardinals. So I want to start by stamping. Now, I have already said that cardinals, black and red. Now, do I do this whole outline in black? That is the question. Now, if I do it in black, I do kind of want to have my Stampin' scrub ready to go, because I don't necessarily want to super stain this photo polymer set. Now this, actually, I'm not going to use this one because this one needs to go to the kitchen sink for a good clean. So I'm going to grab the one I use for my classes, which is barely used, and it doesn't look as grotty as the other ones. So, because it hasn't been used and it's totally dry, I did go really overboard with my mist there, but that's okay. So I like using StazOn ink. I find it is blacker than using, oh, wrong way, that it is blacker than using Memento ink, and I just like it. Hey Sue, you're actually not that late. Oh, that's so good, Anne. I'm glad you are looking after yourself. So I am doing a little bit of test stamping just to make sure. Oh, they're so perfect. They are so cute. Okay. Now, what I actually want to do, I want to open this card. Now, I am going to roughly get this where I want it. And I do say roughly, that's really good. And then I'm going to go straight in and clean this. That was really nice and sudsy. Maybe a bit too sudsy, but very satisfying. So you can see that has stained a little bit, but it's just shadow staining. It's not complete white, a complete black staining. Hello, Bobby. Okay, so now the fun of these reversible stamps is I am going to turn this over. I think I'm going to use red wires. What am I going to use? I think I'm going Poppy Parade. I think. Because I can test it on this, and if I don't like it, I can go real red. I just want to see what the Poppy Parade looks like. So you can see now I have full red because this is the back of the stamp. Now, what does it look like stamped off? I do like the Poppy Parade colour. I just wonder if it is too dark. But do you know what? That's fine. Whoa, there was a big hole there. Oh, they're so cute. Now I can use a marker to make that more, but I'm not going to. Okay, so with these two together, to you and yours. Season's greetings to you and yours. Do I want to go Merry Christmas? Do we like that? I do need to know. Now I'm just trying to work out what color I would stamp this part in. Whether I go, I don't know. I think using the red might be a bit too much. But I'm not sure. Maybe stays on. Sorry if you can hear cooking from my kitchen. I think Lavender is going to cook some breakfast / lunch. Now that Mary isn't perfect, but Christmas, and I wanted to you and yours. You right? Okay. Lots of crashing and banging. You love that. Yes, Shaz, I totally agree. And the colour looks perfect. Thank you. I love to hear that. So, Mary, kind of going to nest that in there. And then go in, because I have to use a separate block. Well, put it on here. So this has not been used before. I should probably clean that Mary just while I'm thinking about it. So I'm not using Stays On Cleaner or anything like that because that degrades the... Oh, I do like that. That degrades the photopolymer. Oh. Let me see. So this is my test one. Is the stamping perfect? No. Sadly, no. But that's okay. I'm just going to pop ink pads off there. It needs a little something else. I don't know what I want the cardinals to sit on yet. So do we go with a little bit? Oh, do I have red all over my hands, or is that from a previous project? that's from previous project. That's not coming out. And then I make bird sounds. This is going so professionally. I'm not sure if I'm loving this because I don't know, but I kind of want to keep it simple. Back around. Not those scissors, these scissors. Just thinking if I add some blue around the outside, that would look really nice. And my question is, do we need a branch? It's going to be hard because I'd need to mask it to put a branch on, and that defeats the purpose of quick and simple cards. So this is cute. I am kind of not making this perfect. I did go a little heavy-handed in a few places, so I kind of need to match up the heavy-handedness elsewhere. There we go. I don't know. I'm not feeling the love. This is the problem. I think it is way too simple. I love the cardinals, yes. Not feeling the sentiment in the way it's orientated. Kind of just had a thought in my head that I shall... No, that's adhesive paper. That's not going to be helpful. Okay, just going to punch this out and see if I can't like stamp and punch the cardinals with a circle and then have this label as the sentiment. Kind of just thinking out loud. Yes, that's just onto the card base. Just onto the... Yeah, there is no layer. That's a problem. It's a one layer at the moment, Shaz. I am just playing with orientation. I don't think it is quite... now, if that... Oh dear. Merry Christmas. Where's to you and yours? Where's the stamp girls? Who took it? Okay. I am actually going to clean this one. What do you mean by card map? Oh, embossed matte, do you mean? Yes. I know, silly autocorrect. Okay. Okay, so it does all fit on the label. We've just proved that, so that's good. I could use a circle punch for the cardinals. We can sacrifice a card base here. I'm more than happy to do that. And this is all part of the process. Okay. So this was just for sizing purposes. Now, one, that punch is too small. So I have a 2-inch punch. Okay. I think I'm going to have to really just cut down this card just so I can get the punch in there. So, feelings on the blended blue card base. Or do I use another colour, or we just leave the blending all together? Oh, that is a shame. No, I'm going to have to go 2 1/4. And yes, I know I try and go simple and it just doesn't work. We try, and yes, I'd love to have someone here to hold my hand. Okay, I know we're using, I know I'm getting words here, but that's okay. So maybe I just blend a bit of blue around this one. So I've already cut some of this down, but that's okay. I can see orientation wise, because I cut a bit off the top. So size wise, both those pieces work, but it's now a matter of, do they work together? You didn't miss much. Okay, so just making sure I've got some, Eda, I do like, you don't like the sentiment. Okay, what do I use? That's fine, I have no issues. I was just trying to use something a little bit different to what I would normally use. Just going to pop ink pads and inky things away from cardstock. Hello, Donna and Dawn, how are you? Okay, oh, that's right, I was right. That is the wet side that's now fairly dry. Love and joy on another circle. Love and joy. Oh, because that will be on a little circle. Oh, I love that one with the, can you just put Merry Christmas, I think, because it's a, yes, Kerry, yes. I like your design thoughts there, Kerry. But I do like the love and joy as well. And then layering in the 2 circles together. Now, just let me, do you know what? This is just going in the recycling bin. It's not very often that actually happens that I cannot redeem a card. So, you know, first time's first. Let's, well, first time on live. That is actually a very big, that is a very big sentiment. Which is why I'm fairly reluctant to use that one in particular. I'm happy with the 2 1/4 inch circle. Okay, so now we've got that. We've got this. Okay, I'm definitely wanting, and I'll probably just do it now. Just use a tinsy bit of blue around the outside of this. Now, this is just our design process now because we just did what we did. So, I like that. I've already got red all over the card base. Fun for us. Yes. So, I will show and the size of It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Because I'm using a note card, it is just spatially way too big. Okay, but it would work beautifully on a standard size card, but not on the note card. So I'm going to find the Love and Joy, and I'm going to grab my 1 3/4 punch. I just feel like I maybe don't have the correct sized punch. Oh, Love and Joy, that might work. But do I do it white or do I do it something else? Oh my God, lavender is making the yummiest smelling, I think, toasted sandwich. It smells so good. Yeah, but I prefer to show you, Anne, just so you know, because the note cards kind of, if you haven't got anything in relation to it next to it, they look like really too big. So, love and nothing, just love and a partial joy. Love and Joy, and I still think I stuffed it up because it's too low. Okay. Oh my dear word, everyone. Real-time card making at its finest. Oh, so I actually quite like that. Okay. Love using punches. I do have red on my finger. Red always seems to get everywhere. Okay, I have red somewhere else. I think we're going to sacrifice another card base. Yes, Anne. Yes, I'm using note cards that are very, very easily just getting used up because red ink is evil. Okay, I've cleaned that up. Okay, so I can just tuck. I've even got like red there on my middle finger. I do not know how. Love and Joy, and then some sentiments. What do I do in the background? I have no idea. None at all. Unless I just put like a basic beige card base, and that'd all pop really nice against the basic, the basic beige. Or I grab out the Nessa Winter cardstock that may have something in it that we can use. I'm thinking basic beige for the win, something simple. I could, I normally don't do splatter. What colour? Because I can't use red because that's blood splatter. I need to check, Donna, because I do have that wood grain. Wood. I'm just checking to see if that wood grain embossing folder is still current. No, the birch wood is. I think I retired because I have it, but I can't think what it's called. Maybe if I look up embossing folders, that will show me all the ones that are current. Apparently I can't spell either. Okay, no, don't have the birch. I'm still scrolling, sorry, and then showing me all the other embossing products. Okay, so what I thought I might use isn't current, which isn't helpful. And there isn't, yeah, there's only the birch. I think we are just going basic beige. I've got to do some measuring because I have no idea. It's been so long since I used a note card. I have no idea. So that is just shy. So it's 8.9 centimeters by just shy of 12.8. I hate that. So 5 inches by 3.5. Okay, we're using inches because it's so much easier. So I kind of want to go 3.25 by 4 3/4. Okay. So I am ignoring all of the embossing requests because I actually want to not use my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So what did I say? I think I said 3.25. Yep, 3.25. I don't know. And that's sort of just shy of 3.25. So I'll just do that. This is for the first one, just for looks and working out what we're doing. And I've got a whole lot of skinny cardstock stuck in my trimmer. Great. Come on. No, it just does not want. There we go. It's come out now. Okay. But I do like the embossing ideas. I just don't have a folder that's, you know, tickling my fancy. Damask may work too. Okay, so let's pop hit this here. I think the white on white and white was just way too much, and I just threw, that's better. I just threw the sentiment onto the ground. Yes, that could work, Margine, even if I did this. I have nothing to do gold splatter with. Okay, to clarify, I have no issues using retired products, but people can't purchase retired products, which is why I don't use them. Yeah. Yes, I can, Shaz. Question is, what colour? Sorry, girls. I'm just trying to pick a circle up off the ground, which is proving incredibly difficult. No. Gold dot stuff on the last chance. I'm not sure what you're talking about. A little bit more description, please, Ida. But no. And yeah, I do have the enamel effects, but it takes too long to dry for a video project. So I'm happy with that. And I feel like I'm shooting you guys all down in flames, but if we're making multiple cards, I want them to be accessible and easy to make. No, it takes too long to dry. And if anyone saw my craft room at the moment, I do not have a spare surface to put stuff on to dry. Okay, I don't like the blue. Do you know what? I'm almost ready to abandon this card completely because I love the cardinals. I really don't like anything else. Elements of text. This can put something in the background. Beige, 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 beige. Ink pad. Okay, I need. Now I could do splatters as well. No, it's no. Hang on, it is not doing it for you. No, it is not. And that is highly unlike me. I can normally like shake it off and make it work, but today, no. Okay. Now, these words are upside down because of course they are. Okay. So kind of liking that at the bottom. And then I can use some splatters in the top. Kind of like these big ones. Do I just have a block big enough? Okay. I still need to find something to edge this with because the blue ain't working. But I am liking the elements of text. No, it's not the placement of it. It's I need more splatter. I needed to do that the other way around. Okay. I'm not using this one. It's just me working out placement. So it doesn't matter whether now that I've chosen this line, that'll be like what I use. Okay, I'm liking that so much better. That is much, much better. And I may even pull this stamp further across. Yeah, okay. So I need to cut some of these and the color for the sentiment will happen. I need to close some ink pads. We are dicing with a lot. Yeah. I think the only ribbon I have that it's a vanilla ribbon, which, oh, hang on, I've got basic beige ribbon. I've got this one. So it's like tone on tone. So on another color, I think it'll work, but on this it just gets lost. And the white one I've got is probably too bulky. Okay, I'm just going to cut some card bases. At least I'm giving you a real lesson in my process of how things sometimes just don't work. Just gonna pull that back. Yes, thank you, Bev. I'm loving the elements of text as well. I looked up my stamps. It's sung to me, so that's where we went, which is good. Okay, so fun. Pull out a piece of paper. Another piece of paper just flies onto the floor. I need because nothing's sticking in my brain. So I want 3 1/4, 3 1/4 by, and I said 4 3/4. So I think I'll make 4 because that's how many I am going to get out of this piece of cardstock. So might as well use up the whole piece. So 3 1/4. By 4 3/4. Okay, so I have these 4 pieces, which I can now stamp the elements of text on. Have those bases ready to rock. Okay, right. Now, open one ink pad at a time, rather than having 3 open. Stamp is still upside down because you can actually tell when they are incorrect. So I've brought that across as much as I can without losing the corner. And I'm going to, now this ink pad probably is heading towards needing re-inking, but because we're not doing actually any stamping that needs to be read and it's just background stamping, we're all good, because we're just putting the texture there rather than actually making anything super crisp and readable. Okay, so that is going to be covered up, but I kind of did one way and then the other. And that gives us a nice diagonal line to follow with our eyes. And does just add some nice bulk to the piece. Okay, is everyone now following me? We got there, I think. And I think I will just edge the Love and Joy in the basic beige, because we're already using the colour and it'll just give it that little bit. I got a little bit of the stamp edge there. Hopefully, no, you can't tell. There was the edge. There we go. 4 card, well, technically 5 card bases done, because I've got one here. Now, let me see. Let me roll this through. Actually, it's probably not going to show because I've got the blue. So, that's okay. Close this up just for the moment. Great, Bev. I'm glad I'm making sense to someone now and not just going, oh my God, what are we doing? That is still that paper. I have totally trashed this card base. I'm not doing card bases till everything is clean at the very end, because I truly don't trust myself. Okay, so I'm just grabbing down scraps of paper, putting that way out of the way. So I just used elements of text. So that is available in the online exclusives. And this is a last chance stamp set. So the greeting, love and joy, is coming out of there. And I'm basically putting it down, letting the ink transfer and pulling it straight up. Because if you wiggle with these ones, it doesn't end well. So 1 3/4 circle punch. Did anyone feel my crafting tantrum was really close earlier? It was so close, guys. And I cannot remember the last time I had a crafty tantrum. Like, yeah. See, we all have them. We are not all perfect. I never profess to be perfect, but we actually aren't. And not everything goes our way all of the time. So I just need 2 more because we're going to make 5, because I've got that original base. Okay, 1 and 2. Perfect. That can go all the way over there. I am also using hand sanitizer. Yes, Kerry, and I've got, because I've been, well, what, Owen's, I've been card making and scrapbooking for like 19 years. So, like, I pretty much have lots of tools in my toolbox. Even if they're just in my brain, they're there. And, you know, a lot of things are just second nature in my crafting. Oops. So they're just second nature. And, yeah. Yep. But that's okay. It's all good. We're getting there now, which is wonderful. Okay, now this other piece. Oh, I could have used this piece. That's okay. I at least have one more in there. It's okay. Just goes back in my scraps to be used for something else. But I showed you a lot of products. Did all of them work? No. Oh, now, do I have anything wide enough? I don't think I do. No. Let's just grab a big piece of paper. So just our normal basic white. I do have a nice sized piece right here. I am just going to pop this off to the side for the moment. What I am going to do is just roll these pieces through the basic beige ink. Just put my whole finger in the ink pad. Okay, did I get everything there? Yes, I did. Okay. And I'm going to blame David for the Crafty Mojo not working, because he's been away this week. So I'll just blame him. He's not here. That works well, doesn't it, girls? He's in Melbourne. He's at a work conference that he did a presentation yesterday, and he said I probably had about 20 more minutes of notes that I could have spoken about. And then his the company he works for has a stand, so they're manning the stand all day as well. Okay, so they look right on that, which is good. Now vanilla would have also worked really well with the basic beige. Okay, close this. Great. Now, birds. Done the greetings. They can just go away for the moment. Get that out of the way. This here. Bring in my birds. So reversibles. This still has red ink on it. I am just going to, the red ink is going to stain, just because that is the nature of red ink. So I am going to just use my stamp chamois. Oh yeah, there was a fair bit of ink on there. So I've got the excess ink off. I am going to knot on the good piece cardstock. I'm going to pick the stamp up like I would normally, so the outline is ready for me to stamp with. Okay. This is going to make this stamp quite black, because I'm going to be stamping over and over and over again. Oh, thank you for reminding about the thumbs up. Do appreciate it. Days like today, it is very encouraging. Okay, so 1, 2. Are these stamped perfectly? No. Can we live with that? Yes. Now, I'm going to punch these out. That was my Stays On Ink Kamikaze. I don't know if I got it on my shirt. That's for future Ellen to worry about. Yes, I did. Don't know how to get Stays On out of clothing, but that's future Ellen's issue. Okay, so I just want to punch these out. So then I can see if I can get other ones. And you know what I might just do? That's 3. Because this way it guarantees I can fit the birds in. Otherwise, if I stamped there and then tried to do that, it probably wouldn't have worked. Okay. So stamp 2 more birds in here. Lovely. And lovely. Lid on stays on. There we go. That can no longer be a pain in the behind. And I'm surprised, with all the mishaps today, I haven't sworn. Okay, I'm just going to add just to see if I can get a little more off, which I kind of did, but kind of didn't. Okay, so I am wearing black pants, so just rub that block off and turn over my stamp. So I've now got the solid image to add the Poppy Parade to the cardinals. And this is where we take a second, line it up, pop it down. Da-da-da-da. Let's see if we can. Thank you. Okay, so I need my scrap piece back. And I need, no, that seems to be stuck now. How bizarre. That definitely did not want to release. Okay, so these, maybe we're making 4 cups. These are super easy to just add colour to. You don't need to do a lot. Like, this is just 2 layers. You could use your blends or watercolour pencils or just ink to colour them in perfectly. 2, 4. No, I did have 5. Ah, there you go. I was ahead of the game, knowing that one wasn't going to work out. Okay, there we go. I am aware there is red on that block, and I shall wipe that up. Okay. Oh, no, I've done that. Sentiment that. Awesome. Great. Just need to clean this up, get red ink on myself. I am just going to okay, so I know this is definitely clean now, and I will even test it. Yep, perfectly clean, no residual colour. So yay for us. Bit more hand sanitizer. If I have no skin in the next video, you know it's all to do with the Poppy Parade ink. Okay. I still think maybe a little bit of blue on the outside of these, just so it looks as though they are. No, I definitely need ink, just so it looks like they're outside, or I've taken it from a picture of them being outside. Some of these are going to be a bit darker than others, but it's a unique card. And Love and Joy isn't necessarily Christmassy, but the cardinals are. Okay. These are a lot darker than my original because they were done on the card base, on the note card base. So I'm able to just make them really pop like that. I still want to add some grounding or something under them. You know, another thing I can work out how to stuff up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, maybe I do only have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I do only have 4. That's fine. All is good. Because I cleaned everything up, I am not going to go with that 5th. I will just have a little note card mat that has some elements of text on it. Okay, just removing that ink, even though it's not red and it's probably not as offensive to get on things. Okay. There we go. Right. So I do kind of have a little one here that may work. Just let's say may work. It's a bit short. Let me and see, the next one is probably a bit long. I think, well, we've got the one that's not working. So let me grab some early espresso here. Okay, not on that one. So you guys, no, it does not want to be picked up. You guys can tell me if this is too short. I think it's too short, but you know, I'm not sure I'm trusting my my instincts. Okay. Now, if I used this one to here, that may work. Where's my original one? My original one I've just found. So they both look too short. But if I then maybe extended it, that's better. Yeah, they're not floating. Yes, Kerry. Okay, so I'll use this one. And I'm just going for it. Just going for it. Yeah, because a couple of them are orientated a little too high. So this here, then off on that side. Perfect. So those ones, I really did need all those test pieces. There we go. Much better. Much better. Yes, thank you. See, I can trust my instincts. But the whole thing is you've kind of got to have it coming in from the side. Otherwise, the branch is just floating as well. So you've kind of got lots of considerations to consider. Whilst it's not perfect, it is a much better addition. Okay, so are they perfect? No. Is this are these cards going to be perfect? No. But if someone says something about how not perfect your card is, they get striked off the list because they don't appreciate the hard work, sweat, tears and frustration that goes into making cards sometimes. Okay, so I'm almost I'm like so close to finishing this. I do have another one there, but I'm determined to get all the stuff out. Now that goober went somewhere. That's actually not good. But anyway, okay. Just pop all of our little stamps out of the way. Oh, I just found it. It was on my shirt, luckily. Okay, note cards and envelopes pack is over here. Okay, so we need 3 and we need 4. Okay, so let's get folding these. And of course we're going to find some very cute embellishments. I am actually kind of have some in mind, so I'll see if that works. Thank you for all the encouragement, guys. Thank you for all the suggestions as well. But you can imagine that me doing embossing and die cutting and all of that would have made this video so much longer, especially when making multiples. So, but these are cute little note cards, and I must use them more often because they're ready to go and they're scored, just like I do in my classes. They are pre-scored, so it makes it super easy. You've got no that's not, I can't think of the word. You don't have any weird creasing on the edges because they are pre-scored. Okay, goodo, goodo, goodo. Now let's see if my glue is unclogged, because it was clogged the other day. Oh, yep, it's unclogged. Just need to take a little bit off there. Looks like there's a bit of a chunky bit actually. Okay, wipe that off. Not into the bin, apparently on the back of my hand. Okay, so our card bases on. So they are using the elements of text. I'm so glad anyone joining late didn't see the frustration of this and have just seen, oh, these are so beautiful. Little do they know. And I have a piece of hair stuck to my glue bottle. Come on, come on. I don't know if that's going to move now. Yes, just enough wiggle room to and 3. Just a little titch over. There we go. Perfect. And one more. And I still have this hair totally stuck. And it's fine hair. I'm not going to be able to get rid of it. Love it when you got hair. Just a single strand. Okay, now the other thing I could have done, I could have blended the edges of these, but I did not, and that's okay. but it could have been an extra step that I could have done. So with the layers though, definitely needed layers. Okay, I'm just going to leave my glue there for a sec. So I'm assuming everything now needs to go on dimensionals. So let's get all of this dimensionaled up, ready to rock and roll, which means I won't need this. Okay, perfect. Well, that can just go in there. These are here. Don't need the mini ones. Don't need bone folder anymore. Great. Okay, somehow I am working from the opposite side. Please close and stay closed. Just trying to get these going. Okay, so I just think three will be plenty. There we go. Just so it's got balance. Are you a big dimensional user, or are you sparing? Do you use it sparingly? Because there seems to be no in between. Or if there is an in between, am I it? I don't know. Okay. Okay, those two. Or the second last one, actually. Okay, and just get this pesky end of the row one off. Great. So I've got those four, and I think I can get rid of one of these. And they all look pretty good. So I'm just casting a random one off. There's nothing actually wrong with them. Lots of dimensionals, Bev, right? I'm thinking I need more than one, but I was thinking about placement, and I think I need to go side to side because I'm going to be covering this, or kind of go diagonal, because I'm going to be overlapping our friends, our birdie friends. Okay, two. And if it's not right, it just is what it is. So is anyone just like Bev? Didn't mean to go that close to the edge either. Okay, right. My crafter's pick tool. So we're just going to assemble each piece together. So one bird pairing and then one sentiment. Okay. Oh, you use lots. Everyone uses lots. At least you know your cards aren't going to fall apart. Like, that's actually a really good thing, because we don't want our cards to fall apart. Okay, there we go. Loving that. I want to push those birds up a little bit though on the next card. But looks so much better. Look at the progress we make when I take a deep breath and get an inspired idea. I didn't count to 10. Cheryl isn't here to count to 10 with me. But I did need it, but I took a deep breath instead. So birds a little further up. Perfect. And then our love and joy. Just like so. Okay. Getting there. I will be over an hour and a half though. Yes, no saggy middles, Bev. Exactly, no saggy middles. Well, my triangle here ensures no saggy middles. And then this one, we won't get saggy middles because it's not actually round enough and have enough space to get a saggy middle. What's that? Oh, there we go. No wonder the card wouldn't close. Okay. Please don't stick to my finger. Love and joy. And you know what? That's not straight and doesn't matter because it's handwriting. Doesn't matter. But there, this last bit, the assembly is just going bam, bam, bam. Come off, please. Thank you. Okay. Now, this shadow stamping, it isn't perfect, and actually, it really doesn't matter in the whole scheme of things. So, I have the base of my 4 cards done. The 5th one just, it was never there. Figment of our imaginations. I think these are too blingy, the Drewsies. I've kind of got the, those ones. I know what I'm looking for. And they are a yellow gold. I will find them. No. They're going to be like right at the back. Ah, here they are. And these are on the last chance list. These are like the gold textured dots. So let me see if they are still available. They are still available. So let's see if these will work, because they may not. So they're not actually gold. They are more an amber colour. But let's just see where we get to. Okay. I felt that coming off, so I'm definitely not going to cut myself. I felt it loose. Okay, so I'm going to need you guys to tell me. So we do have 3 sizes, which is helpful. And then maybe one up here. Okay, coming back to the chat. Okay. Don't know what that was. Some kind of notification. Too much? Not enough? And I got the splattering because all of you were definitely saying splatter, but I used stamped splatter texture instead. So hopefully that still counts, because I would like it to still count. Really? Do I need to use 5, Bev? I was thinking 5 is too much. Okay, so if I take one away, and you know rules are made to be broken. I can't get this one off. No, that one's staying there. Okay, so we've got 3 or that. I will keep going with these. Kind of like it right on the edge there. And they're funny for me to use because they're not, they're textured. So they have a sheen to them, but not a sheen. 4 looks better. I liked 4. Just thought it brought the elements together. So you like creating a third element. Okay, and one last one. So I'm so glad to use these because I do really, really like them. Just I didn't really use them a lot when they were out in the holiday catalogue. But as I said, very, very glad to use some. So I've kind of design-wise, nice, Anne. I have put 2 of them on the very edge of that circle sentiment stamp from Elements of Text, and then this one is also on the edge, and this one just interacts with the sentiment. So I could have put some around the sentiment, but kind of design wise, that's where I was going with my brain. Okay, so these are on the last chance list, and they are actually discounted as well. So they're $11 something Australian, and you get, how many do we get? We get 150 of these. So, yeah. Okay, let's go through what we've used today. I've used also on the last chance list for our greetings of the season. So I'm hoping these look Christmassy. I really, really am hoping they do look Christmassy. Our little cardinals. So we got the pair of cardinals from Feathered Fun. They aren't actually meant to be cardinals, but they are. Nice Christmas cards. Thank you, Donna and Dawn. So basically you have one stamp. One side of the stamp has the outline and the other side of the stamp has the solid. So that's how I created those, and I used this branch twice to create the branch that they're sitting on. Otherwise they were floating mid-air. This is the Elements of Text stamp set that I use. This is an online exclusive, and the Feathered Fun is in the annual catalogue. The colours that we use, we actually went really, really simple. So I used basic black for the outline. All I use stays on for the outline in jet black. I use basic beige for the background for both the cardstock and the stamping. We used Poppy Parade for the sentiment and the body of the birds. I used Balmy Blue just to create some sky, and then I used Early Espresso for the branch. So keeping it really, really simple, besides the fact the making of these cards weren't simple, but I feel I kept them simple. I didn't use my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, even though I could have, to create texture on the background, but we did that with stamping instead. And I used our 2 3/8 circle punch for the cardinals and our 1 3/4 for the sentiment. So just kept with circle punches, which is quick and easy. Oh, thank you so much, Bev. I actually love these cards. So I can say, from throwing out and almost having a crafting tantrum, I am actually really happy. So please make sure you check out the Christmas Stampathon group. I have 4 cards and I've also got the envelopes. So I have 4 cards with envelopes ready to add if they want to come out of the packaging. And I could have stamped these envelopes as well, but alas we did not. And these are cute little mini envelopes ready to go in my Christmas stash. See you, Donna. Thank you so much. All of these products are available at the time of filming this. And if you need any help, please don't hesitate to ask. But note cards and envelopes, cardstock, 3 stamp sets, and 2 punches and embellishments. So thank you so much. I am off to get some well-deserved lunch now. I hope I kept you amused for those who are in Australia during your own lunchtime, and I will catch you guys on Thursday. So on Thursday, I will be on a Facebook Live because I've flipped them around this week. Thank you. Bye.